Today we are going to be doing some camera shake. So I've got my footage here and I'm just going to drag it into the new composition. And you can see it's a completely still shot. Just play this. You can see it's completely still footage. And we're going to add a bit of camera shake to it. Now, there are a few reasons why you might want to add camera shake. It might be because a few of your other shots have been done handheld. But you're about to do quite a hard VFX shot, so to make it easy for yourself, you might want to lock the camera down so it doesn't move and you don't need to track anything. Or maybe you filmed it locked down and decided in post it would look better with a bit of handheldiness. Or maybe there's an explosion and you want to add a really extreme amount of camera shake in post-production. So to get things started, we've got two effects we're going to use, and it's called wiggle, rotation, and position. Okay, so these effects are going to go throughout the clip and just wiggle it around, but you can see this is a bit too much. So what we're going to do is, if we go to wiggle rotation, we'll turn the amount down to maybe 0.2. So now you can see it's a lot smoother. And then we'll turn the amount down to maybe like 5. Maybe 2.5. Okay, so we got some good rotation there. So then we got the position. I'm going to put that down to 0.4 because we actually want more on the position because that's where you'll get most of your shake, but we still want to turn the amount down a lot. So I'm thinking maybe 10, maybe even 5. Okay, we'll turn it up a bit on the amount. Okay, so that's actually looking pretty good. We've got a bit of shake. You can go crazy at the top, it's completely your choice, but I'm going to do it like this. But you can see, we've got a bit of a black clipping on the edge. So that's a really easy fix. Just start scaling up, hold shift to keep the same size, and just scale it up slightly. And then just go through the whole thing and make sure you've got no black clipping, and if you do, then you can just scale it up a little bit more. But you can see that's that, and we've got quite a lot of camera shake. If we turn the effects off, you can see this was before and this is after, and it just adds a bit of something a bit more interesting to the scene. So maybe an opening scene, you might want to add a bit of this into it. So now we're going to look at it as if we were doing an explosion. So we're going to keep our normal rotation, and I'm not going to add an explosion in, but let's say an imaginary explosion happens here. We can open up our wiggle tabs, and they're controlling our transform tabs, so don't need to worry about them, just the wiggle. And we can literally just simply keyframe the wiggle amounts. So let's say the explosion happens there, go back 1 frame, set it to that, and then go forward maybe a few frames, set it so it's a bit more, so quite extreme. I'm going to go really extreme just to show you guys. So add 5, and then we didn't keyframe that, so if we just reveal our keyframes by clicking U, we can go to here. Set that, so we keep it at 0.25, and then we can go to this one and set it to maybe even 10, just to go really over the top, so it's a really like exaggerated explosion. And then we'll wait 1, 2, 3, 4 frames, and then we'll go back to 0.2 and 2.5. So that's just the rotation. Then we can do our position, so we can put the keyframes in the same place, click them both on. Again, going way over the top, so I'm going to literally put this to 2 and 20, and then we'll go back down to normal, So we've still got our movement in the scene. And if we just look at this, okay, that's quite a lot and it's a bit jittery, so we might want to just click U, and then we've got all of our keyframes. We want to select these, and oops, and maybe move them a little bit. Click F9, which adds a bit of an ease to them. Okay, that's quite good, I like that. And then as we're adding extra shake, you can see we've got the black clippings again, so we need to scale it up even more, like to there. So then if we just play this a little bit where we've got our explosion, we've got quite smooth, nice motion, and then there's a bit of shake. And you can make that last longer, and you could make it calm down with your explosion, so it might be a bit easier to do with a visual reference. But that is all for this tutorial. See you next week.